Okay, so you may want to have a weight or small weight or a plate. Maybe you have one of those 10-pound or 5-pound plates for dumbbells. Anyway, so grab that right now. So if you want, you can use it. Otherwise, let's start back here. We're going to do combination of core, and remember all areas of your core. So that weight is close by. You may not need it. We're going to start off with dead bugs. And if you're new to the movement, I want to make sure that you're keeping your core nice and tight. So let's take it here. Your feet are lifted. Your low back is nice and flat. So I'm going to set my timer. We're going to do 1 minute of this movement. And ready, let's go. I like to go both arms, one leg out and in while keeping the low back nice and flat, okay? So if you start to feel that this is easy, then I'm gonna get you to go both arms, both legs, making sure you're keeping good control there. Okay. Breathe. Any variation of these dead bugs is excellent. And you're keeping your head down, relaxing your head. And that's 30 seconds. Let's keep going. All right, so I'm gonna keep it nice and simple for you today to just remember that exercise, when it's consistent, is really important. And so if you have, an 8 to 10 minute core routine that you can follow and do it frequently, then that will help you get stronger and just make sure that you're able to do it. And that is 1 minute, and then relax. Okay. So we'll come back to that. If you want to add a weight next time, you can. Let's flip it over, and I'm gonna count, I'm gonna use my timer for 1 minute plank. And this first round, we're gonna do a high plank. If you are not comfortable with your hands, you're gonna take it right to your forearms. Okay, so 1 minute, knees, toes, and if you need to take a rest at any time, just make sure that you do. Ready, and go. 1 minute. So lengthening your body, pressing your heels away. If this bothers your hands or your wrists, take it to the forearms. I want you to concentrate on keeping your abdominals engaged, lengthened. So if you're starting to roll like this or drop your hips, that's an indication you need to lower down, maybe take it to the knees. Just keep holding. This is 30 seconds. Lengthening the body, pressing your heels away, pulling those abs in. And another 20 seconds here. And 15 more seconds. 10 seconds to go. Breathe. Another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then relax. Okay. So that is good there. So we've got your dead bugs, your plank, and now let's do some side work. So it's important to engage the obliques and the side glutes. So this one, I'm gonna time it for 30 seconds. And if you can, you're up on a side plank, protect your shoulder, lift up. We're gonna do 30 seconds of this straight leg lift on one side, 30 seconds on the other, starting now. Up and down. Hip is forward. We wanna feel that side glute, this one and the bottom, all while pulling those abdominal muscles in. Pull that belly button in. And 15 seconds to go. Breathe. Point that toe down. Make sure that hip is forward just a little bit. Keep going. And you've got 5 more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, and then switch to the other side. And we'll do 30 seconds on this side. And ready? Let's go. And up and down. Make sure that the shoulder is protected. Bottom hip is lifted if possible. Point the toe down and working that side glute here. And breathe. 15 seconds. Excellent. And 10 more seconds. Good. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and then release. Okay, so that is an excellent start. We're gonna go ahead, starting again from the dead bugs, and we'll do a minute long. And if you are comfortable, you're grabbing a weight, and you don't have to use the weight if you're not interested. And we'll go 1 minute, get ready, and go. One leg or two. With the weight or without. You can tap it instead. Remember, all the time keeping your back flat. If it starts to lift, then just bring that, the knee bent, shorten the lever as long as you're feeling comfortable here. Relax the neck. Keep going. 30 seconds, so I can modify this by tapping. I can tap both feet, making sure my back is flat. Long extension. And you got it. Keep going. 15 seconds. Relaxing the neck. Breathing through the movement. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and then release. Excellent. Now this time we'll take it over onto our front, and we're going to do the plank. And I want you to remember that there's lots of variations for the plank. The high plank, the low plank, tapping your feet, reaching your hands. So if you're more advanced on the plank, then just make sure you challenge yourself as much as you need to. And I'll go 1 minute. I'm going to go on my forearms here. And let's go. So if needed, drop to the knees. If you can, tap your feet side to side. You might be on your knees and you're reaching in front. That type of movement, adding some variety, adding some intensity, and whatever you need. And that's 30 seconds. Let's carry on. Excellent. So after this plank, we're going to do some more side glute work and obliques. 20 more seconds. And let's go another 10. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And release. Okay, now just shake it out for a moment, and we're going to do a side plank, but this time we're going to do, instead of the straight leg lift, we're going to do clams. So again, we're working the side glute, the bottom and the top side glute. Let me show you what I would like you to do first. Your knees are bent. When we lift, we bring the hip forward a little bit, and we do these clams. Okay, so protecting your shoulder, 30 seconds each side, starting now. Up. Okay, so I don't want to open my hip like this. I want to keep it forward. I'm going to feel that side glute here and the bottom. Okay, 15 seconds. And keep going here. And if you need to, you can drop right down onto the bottom hip. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, before we switch, so this is another way to do this. You can lay right on your side and do your clams, okay? So let's switch to the other side, and we'll do 30 seconds. And ready? Let's go. 30 seconds here. And nice side glute. Okay, so hip is forward. I like to put my hand on my hip even, just to make sure that I'm feeling it in the right spot. Okay, I can lay right on the side if needed. 10 seconds. And another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and then release. Excellent. Okay, so that's 2 rounds of the dead bugs, the plank, and some side plank with variation of the side glute. That is an excellent start, and we'll just pause for a moment here and we'll carry on.